Fair enough. Do you think that Destiny is the worst actor in this space when it comes to those kinds of behaviors? So, like a good thesis statement, because on the technical side, one criticism I would have of the report is it's too dense. It's very hard to get through in a timely manner. But this is what I, in reading it, understood as your thesis statement. And you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Destiny abused people through capitalizing on unequal power dynamics and relationships. He engaged in retaliation for criticisms and also sadistic attacks on his guests, orbiters, and other creators in order for content and spite. Would that be a fair recap of what you consider a thesis statement for your
I think
document?
you're leaving out the sexual misconduct.
Would that not be unequal power dynamics and relationships? Maybe
I think I need the word sex in there somewhere for it to be
oh, okay.
a
Unequal power
thesis. I would say.
dynamics in sexual relationships. How about that?
Yeah, and combinations thereof. Retaliating is one thing. Unequal sexual relationships is another thing. Retaliating against people who you have unequal sexual relationships with is, I would say, probably worse than either one. Maybe even worse than the sum of the two.
But again, to the question, do you think Destiny is the worst in the space when it comes to these behaviors?
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Why not? Like, I guess what I mean by this, to clarify, right, is if there's a flood, it does no good to, put your finger in the dike, right? And to kind of like stop the little flow when behind you there's a river raging over its bounds and just destroying everything. Um, so I guess the reason I'm asking you why, if you consider him one of the
I
worst in
don't
the
think that's
space,
a good.
is
I don't think that's a good metaphor.
well, whatever metaphor you'd like to use, right? My
No, no,
reason
no,
for
no, no. That metaphor is wrong.
explain, elaborate, please.
Well, if you put your finger in a dike, as you so unfortunately worded it, the water that is diverted by your finger will pass around your finger totally unimpeded. So it actually will make no difference if you do that. I think a better metaphor would be like if there were a bunch of zombies attacking a city and you shot three of them, but there was still 3 million attacking the city. So in one, you're still making a difference if you shoot three zombies, but it may not make much of a difference to anybody else. Maybe nobody will notice a difference. You still materially made a difference. Whereas with the dike analogy, it literally makes no difference. So I think
Okay.
I don't think water is a good
Well,
analogy.
let's go with the zombie thing.
Okay.
Let's go with the zombie thing. So you have a bomb, a grenade, right, that you're going to throw. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of throwing it into the horde, uh, you've thrown it to the three standing over there, right? Like that, yeah, you've made a
I don't like
material
that.
difference, but do
I
you
don't
think
think
you could
this
have
is a
made
good.
a more of a material difference if you chose a different target? That's
Well,
what I'm asking, right?
if everybody who has a computer with a word processor in your analogy has a grenade, where'd you throw yours?
I haven't thrown any grenades. I'm
Okay.
not a very good grenade
So
thrower.